So hello everyone, welcome back for another live trading session. So obviously we're going to cover everything today, obviously get some nice trades in, and we'll see how we go. I'm hoping for a much more active session today. Last couple of sessions have been a bit slow, but yeah, we'll see how we go. And then yeah, we'll hopefully catch some nice profits for today. Obviously we'll cover everything that we've seen as well, news wise, and things like that. So let's have a look. Alright, we've got gold, Bitcoin, DXY, we'll have a look at Ethereum today as well, see what we've got going on and stuff. Okay. Right, so we've got a demand zone here at the bottom. This could be a potential area where we could come in for a long. Let's have a look. If we get a signal, we will most likely come in for a trade. We did get some nice signals yesterday actually as well. So yeah, we'll see how we go. This could be a potential long entry. As you can see, every kind of low we've had is a potential long. So long, and then it could be a long here. We've now dipped into the demand zone. There was a very nice entry here, you can see, big push. We'll mark out the support and resistance level that we've got so far for today. Looks like a bit of a downtrend forming. Like so. And then for the upside, we could possibly go for something like that. I mean, overall, I would be looking for a continuation for the upside. But then in the 1 minute time frame, you can see this is the demand zone that we've currently got. We've actually gone completely through it. We've completely blasted through it. That is crazy. Look at the movement. Massive sell-off right now. Massive sell-off right now for gold. Sorry. Yeah, so we are heavily below this support and resistance zone. We've got some confirmation in the zone, but I mean, again, it's not really much. You can see how heavily the price, drops outside the zone here as well, and now here as well. But we will see how we go. Right, we'll have a look 4 hour time frame. I mean, this is what I was actually looking for. I was looking to come up to this zone here. We can see price is obviously taking a move for the downside right now. We have some support, some important levels, obviously, in this area of resistance. But we're not seeing too much movement from it. Iranian Parliament reviews bill that would bar US and Israeli vessels from transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Iran says it arrested 21 alleged Mossad agents accused of spying on military sites. Not been too active today. I've got some weird pain in my arm since yesterday. Training and kind of just started hurting for some reason. But yeah, that's a big drop right now that we've just seen. Massive drop. Look at that. Right, we've got DXY. We'll add another one. It'll be a different chart. So we'll go XAU, but we'll go for the Forex.com one. And then we can get different indicators on this one. So we can kind of jump between this one and this one, where we can see the supply and demand zones. Actually, we'll come in for that long from here, as we did just get that long signal from that indicator, but we'll see if it works out. Okay. We'll put stop loss just below those lows, right around here. And then we're looking to come back within, let's say, that zone there, about 4274 approximately. 4274. So we're on those highs, so realistically let's put that TP in that area there. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out, we look for new opportunities, but for now it looks decent. Definitely a zone that we could revisit today. Yeah, you can see we've swept the liquidity there in the downside. But there is a little bit more below that low there. So 4229, 4229, 4223, sorry, 4233. So 4229 is actually just slightly below that low. But realistically, we have made a lower low, but the price obviously hasn't closed lower. Which could be, I don't know, it could be an area of support in this zone. We'll have a look, okay. Right, we'll have a look in the hourly time frame. Maybe we've got some support in this zone. Doesn't really look like it, but I mean, you can see here we've got obviously the lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, a lower high. So this could be a liquidity grab, and then we start moving back up to that level of around 4274. Potentially, you know, still moving in this zone, and then we see the move for the upside to continue. This is actually a similar pattern to what we had yesterday. So initially we have the move from that downside, very bullish. We have the pattern, and then eventually we continue bullish. Obviously this looks like a compression zone where obviously price is seems to be compressing, and then eventually we will get that breakout to that desired side that we're looking for, or hopefully anyway, unless something else kind of drives the price, but like I said, we will see how it goes. We will see how it goes. Yeah, we're already getting some consolidation. That does sometimes kind of pull towards the side to us coming in for a reversal. These candles currently don't really suggest kind of any indication that we might be getting a reversal, but I mean, what we're looking for would be probably like hammer candles and things like that, or like, well, I mean, for the downside, we'll be looking at a hanging man candle, but obviously those candles can't really, you know, ultimately give you the absolute that the price is going to come in for a reversal and start coming for the upside. So we can obviously just jump in based off of indicators. We'll get rid of these two, and then we'll come in for a MACD and a stochastic just to keep it nice and simple. Right, so we've got the stochastic, we've got the RSI. Volume has dropped significantly here, and we could now be attempting to move for the upside, but then you can see already buyers are getting kind of exhausted, so we could see a further drop, clearing that low, but like I said, we'll see. I mean, we are seeing some slight bullish movement right now. You can see the low here, higher high, higher low, higher high, potential for a higher low here, and then a continuation, or we continue to make a bullish move up towards this area, coming for a high at this mid-range. It does look like we also, I feel like we might have a fair value gap. Yep, we have a 5-minute fair value gap there. We could retest that and continue even deeper. So we'll have a look. So yeah, 5-minute time frame, massive fair value gap there. You can see we are seeing some rejections from it already. So if we jump in on that low there, on that high there, that is our 5-minute fair value gap. We'll look at, I don't think we'll get anything in a higher time frame because obviously price hasn't seen that much movement for us to obviously look in a higher time frame just yet. Okay, so we have that 5-minute fair value gap there, as you can see. We're already seeing some resistance on this area. This is also a demand zone. We have supply here. We'll see what reactions we get on this fair value gap. We could see obviously a deeper move for that downside area. Now, as of for the highs, we have made a high of around 4,304. Now, liquidity does sit just above that high, so 4,315. So you can see 4,304. So liquidity is going to be in this kind of zone here. So I'd say it's between 18 and 15. So around here is where we're most likely going to have that buy side liquidity waiting maybe. And does that kind of bounce off of anything we have coming down that level? All right, we can get, well, we'll keep them there, just to be fair. To be honest, that fits into that demand area here. We do have a lot of volume here as well. So if we drop in fixed range volume profile, you can see there is quite a lot of volume here. This is currently the biggest zone that we have volume wise, and it also fits into that liquidity zone that we have. But then we do have, of course, a lot more volume in this downside. This is actually where most of that movement was happening after we just got this massive breakout for the upside. But yeah, with that in mind, we'll continue to monitor how price acts, obviously in this zone. Maybe we come for an attempt to obviously break that area. We could also, you know, completely stick to this fair value gap and see the downside potentially, but we'll see, we'll see. And I feel like if we did continue even lower, that could mean we, you know, continue possibly even deeper, maybe retesting this zone here that we have. But like I said, we'll see, we'll see. So we could potentially come in for a short from here, as we have got that 5-minute fair value gap. So we could be looking for potential short positions in this zone. You can see we're already getting some rejection. So I'm gonna close that, and I'm gonna come in for a short from that area. As I'm expecting to see a deeper downside. We'll put the stop loss above that that area there. So if we do clear the fair value gap, then yeah, we will be getting stopped out. But ultimately, we are looking for a deeper downside right now. You can see price already reversing. Yeah, there's actually not a lot of volume as well, buying wise. Let's have a look at how the DXY is reacting to, or how it's moving anyway in general. Ideally, we would want to see DXY continuing to push. We have been bullish, as you can see. Very bullish since 5 in the morning, so since 5 AM we've been very bullish for DXY. Now US market open, we did see a little bit of a consolidation, slight move for the downside, and then a very bullish move for that upside. You can see not a lot of movement, very slowly bearish, and then we start pushing pretty hard. So we're still obviously in that structure to make those higher highs, higher lows. Obviously, you got the low here. Obviously, initially we've got the high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and then in this area, it does look like we have failed to generate a new high around here. This could be a weakness for the downside. You can see market is kind of shifted for that downside area. We could have a compression zone. You can see price is kind of, well, it is kind of compressing. You can see these candles are relatively balanced, if that makes sense. So we either get movements where in a compression area where we get price moving like so, where kind of all candles seem to be kind of the same size, but then we also could get candles which are like this, a little bit like very small, and then boom, we get a very bullish movement until obviously when price does decide to start moving again. So I'm thinking there will be a pretty big breakout here. Well, once we do get it. So right now we could kind of come and have a look if we do have some kind of support and resistance here for DXY. Yes, as you can see, very nice respect on that level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles there confirming the level. Very nice to see. And then as for that top end, we've kind of got to move like so. So you guys can see that the price is compressing, volume is getting lower. So realistically, what we're seeing right now is obviously the bullish move initially, and then we kind of compress, and then boom is what I'm expecting to see afterwards. That breakout of that level would be obviously this breakout here, which would be most likely in this area, like so. And then in that case, what we'd see most likely is obviously gold price, then seeing that downside as we have that 5-minute fair value gap, and you can see we have strongly been, well, very strong bearish movement for the downside there, created this 5-minute fair value gap, retraced back into it, and then boom, we come in for the downside. So we did take a little bit of a profit from kind of this range where we entered for a long up until this area where we obviously switched. We saw the rejection coming on, volume started obviously dropping, and then we came in for a short, and we're expecting now a move obviously past that previous low, which is right here, as you can see right there. And yeah, pretty much a sweep of that low. We do have a little bit more liquidity in this downside, so around 4,229, I believe it was. So just below that low is where we're expecting to see price coming to. So around here we will most likely have that sell side liquidity waiting. So yeah, we'll see. You can see price slightly dipped into that area, but this is a very, very nice move already. Look at that, a very nice move. And we should be, yeah, we are 108 in profit already. So we did take a tiny trade, about 11 profit, so it's not crazy at all. But yeah, we are now looking for that downside to continue. It's looking pretty good. Now we're just waiting to see what movement we're going to get in this area right now, if we can actually come in for the deeper downside or not, and obviously clear this low, clear that previous low that we have down there. So for now, which is obviously this one right here, so we'll see if price can obviously continue even lower and come into this liquidity area and sweep that, continue pushing even lower. So we'll see how we go. You can see DXY is already in for that breakout. Volume, you can see as what's it called? Momentum has shifted. Volume is beginning to pick up for that bullish movement. Bullish volume is picking up, so we are expecting to see that move for the upside to continue. So we'll see if we can break even lower. 112 in profit for now. Not bad. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the session. There we go. We've broken it. We have broken it. We've swept that liquidity as well in for this downside. If we refresh that. Yep, nearly. 1855. That was an hour ago. So that, I believe, was most likely this low here. This one. No? This one then, yeah. Look at that. Very nice move. Perfect. Perfect analysis. And that's just got us nearly in 200 profit. We're at 157 right now. 157 in profit. Look at that. Perfect retracement back into that level and drop. Very nice. Very nice. We'll have a look at what we've got on news-wise as well. We did actually get some kind of news yesterday that we are going to potentially have a... well, it said there was a situation developing around the whole Iran and US situation in regards to maybe coming to a deal by the end of the week. So tomorrow is obviously the end of the traditional market week. So obviously traditional markets won't be active at the end of tomorrow's obviously day. So yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we operate and see potentially if we do have some kind of agreement happening with Iran and the United States. Oil traders awaited an agreement between Iran and Oman over the Strait of Hormuz, with the Islamic Republic seeing a deal to at least partially reopen the critical choke point in the final stages. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, of course. Of course, we can't have a look because we have to pay, and we are not going to pay because it's just a waste of money. Look at that, 160 already. Perfect, look at that. It's nearly a perfect sniper entry right there. Question is now, how far are we going to be coming to? Okay, so we did get a signal there for that long entry. We could retrace back up to around 2435 and then continue to see that drop, but we'll see, we'll see. But then this whole area here could be a big fall for gold. So obviously we have swept the lows. The next area I'd most likely be looking for would be this low here. So if we manage to sweep that low as well, then I feel like we could be coming even lower. You can see we've had a perfect move towards that low as well. So yeah, a move even deeper into kind of this zone, I feel like would definitely accelerate the selling pressure. But yeah, we'll see how we go. We'll see how we react in this area right now. Governments are investing in pipelines, ports and other export infrastructure to reduce their dependence on the notorious choke point. However, there's still risk. What to know, but we can't have a look because we'll have to pay for it. But we don't like to pay. Yeah, we're currently just kind of consolidating on this level right now at this previous low that we've got here. You can see. We have obviously come lower in price, tiny bit though. So I'm expecting to see that downside. You can see we've definitely got some kind of resistance here in the downside. Price obviously getting kind of rejected from this area right now. But what we're looking for is obviously a break of that structure. Obviously we'll consolidate, 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 and then boom. That's what I'm looking for. Deeper downside. Another wild day. The Dow closed another record. While the S&P 500 had a 450 billion market cap swing. What the heck is going on?
Industrial average in the S&P on Wednesday, August 5th. We're in it. We're in it for the week. 2 days of absolute wild enthusiasm in the market. Yesterday, a full-out run, trending up, up, up in a puff of smoke. And then today, strong, open, solid day into, I would say, about 10:15. And then the buyers got tired. The sellers did not come in droves. It just felt like the buyers got tired. 1.3 billion on the tape. 1 1/3 to 1 declines their first advances. So it was more of a rotation day than anything else. Oil down and transports down. Once again, that's an odd trade. Usually when oil is down, transports are up. That did not happen. That really keys in on the fact that this is rotation. All right, software has come back after trading at 25 cents on the dollar for a while. They're finding value there, and that's what I talk about rotation, right? They took the Mag 7 and broke it down into multiple sectors, whether it's compute and memory and software and chips and tech. And then they started selling one and buying the other. Ones that were oversold, they started to buy. Ones that were overbought, they started to sell. It was spectacular. And that's what happens when you take an amazing sector, but every one of the components of that sector actually is specific in a different thing. One be chip, one be software, one be memory, one be compute. So that was a beautiful thing. All that being said, started out as a solid day and then just faded. It wasn't aggressive. It didn't break.
Okay. So pretty much, well, realistically, right now we are seeing obviously a drop in oil prices, which is definitely a good sign. This conflict has not been nice at all. You can see we are currently dropping right now on oil prices. We're at $77.91 per barrel. We're looking at crude oil. We'll have a look at Brent as well. We've had a look at it before, so we'll have a look. Brent crude oil futures. So to Tuesday, 12 o'clock, massive drop. I'm expecting to see a continuation for this downside as well. Hopefully, that would be a nice sign. $82 a barrel. That's Brent crude oil, obviously. Crude oil perpetual is 77 per barrel right now. Yeah, we're still waiting to see that downside for gold right now. Still waiting to see that breaker structure. We're up 150 USD on that trade so far. It's not bad at all. We had a perfect retracement back into that Fifth Value gap, and then that continuation. So right now we're still looking good. We've got some bullish price action here though, which is maybe a little bit alarming, but we could see price coming back towards kind of this zone here maybe, and then see that continuation. But we'll have a look. Okay. What we're looking like for volume. mean, there's definitely room to continue this move for the downside. You can see sellers keep stepping in. They've not let the price obviously come higher than kind of this higher zone where price obviously closed. You can see the big rejections we're getting, big rejection. We have a gravestone doji candle there. That normally does suggest we are going to be coming in for a deeper move. So what we'd ideally be looking for now would be a larger hammer candle. So we have obviously the candle there, the doji. We'd look for a larger bearish candle. That would give us slight confirmation that we are going to be continuing even lower. But of course, we will see. We will see. But like I said, we could see price retracing back into this zone, maybe retesting these lows, this kind of range here, but we have broken outside of it. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Yes, volume is picking up. Like I said, we could definitely see price moving towards that zone there. Yeah, crude oil prices dropping as well. We'll have a look at what we're looking like for minute on the minute time frame. This area seems a bit strange. 1853. I'm not sure if we've had any news at that exact time. 1853. Let's have a look on Crypto Panic maybe. 1853. So 1853 would be about what? 38 minutes ago. Or is it 36? Yeah, 36 minutes ago. We're looking around here somewhere, 35 maybe. I mean, this one's the closest one. North Korea has successfully compromised 1,640 companies across 57 countries globally, according to Wired. I don't think that's going to affect us at all. Maybe some tweets. We'll have a look at what Trump is saying. Let's have a look. Two minutes ago, 8 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 11 hours ago, 11 hours ago. Yeah, the most recent tweets we've got from kind of Donald Trump's side will be Senator Bill Hagerty is doing a fantastic job representing the great people of Tennessee. That's not going to really affect us in any way, shape or form. So that's, I mean, there's like 4 posts just on that. So I don't think that's going to have any effect for us right now. 6:56. I mean, that it could have been that. It could have been that. Iranian parliament reviews bill that would bar US and Israeli vessels from transiting the Strait of Hormuz. That could be it. That could be that news that we obviously saw for crude oil's price to be so bullish. Obviously this was tweeted at 56, so I mean 2 minutes before, so I mean we could, yeah, this definitely could have been that move right there, because obviously that news does create some kind of conflicts. It has some kind of emotion behind it, suggesting the fact that obviously Iran might not agree with the fact of obviously letting US and Israeli vessels transit through that Strait of Hormuz, therefore creating possible disruptions, even like, you know, prolonged. So that obviously could have, well, as seen, it took a little bit of an effect. I believe that was that news source. There's nothing else that could kind of move that price. So, like I said again, Iranian parliament reviews bill that would bar US and Israeli vessels from transiting the Strait of Hormuz. Bar, if you don't know, means ban, like give you like a restriction, ban, whatever. It's like, I I don't know, if you steal from a shop, you are most likely going to be bad for that shop. I mean, in America, it'd probably be called like trespassed or something like that. So, yeah, bar means like banned or restricted and stuff like that. So, yeah, they are obviously reviewing a bill right now. So, yeah, that obviously does create possible disruption. That's why it's been priced in. You can see big. Well, I'd say it's a pretty big push. It's a pretty big push. It's a pretty big push. Obviously, for all we know, we want to see oil prices coming down. We don't want to be paying all this money for fuel, and we want to be living happier, of course. So obviously, we also want to pay less for fuel. Ideally now, I'd be looking for this high to kind of start rounding off. Volume start dropping like so, and then we come in for that crossover, and we continue for the downside. So yeah, I'm looking for that shift of momentum and continue for this downside. We do have a hammer candle there, so yeah, we'll see what reactions we get from this level here. You can see price perfectly moved to that level there. Look at that, crazy. So yeah, we're still 99 in profit, but we are still expecting to see this downside continuation to obviously, continue moving for this downside area. Kind of from this level here, you can see, like I said, retest maybe those lows where we broke out at that level, and then here obviously, and then you can see we have done that same thing, and yeah, continuation. We'll have a look if maybe we've got some kind of, what's it called? Fair value gap in that zone. And it doesn't look like we do. Obviously this candle is massive, therefore we'd need obviously this candle to be obviously swapping places with the both. So yeah, we can't really count that as a fair value gap. Yeah, and even the 1 minute or the 3 minute time frame, we can't really give it up. So yeah, we're waiting to see that volume drop and see that continuation. Look at that big drop for Bitcoin there. Yeah, we're just kind of consolidating now. We might be shifting momentum wise. We might be now shifting for the upside. Obviously, you can see in this area we were making. We've got the highs, making those lower highs, lower lows most likely. I mean, I'd say here, but then I'd say here as well. But then it kind of, you can see it's very choppy around this area, and then we kind of pushed even higher, creating a higher high. So that could be that break structure, and we could see possibly a shift for the upside right now. So the current highest high for Bitcoin is actually 64,990, and we hit that yesterday actually. Yeah, yesterday at 23.15. I mean, the structure does look slightly bearish, but then again, we kind of are compressing into this resistance level. Yeah, it looks a bit of a strange movement, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, there's not really too much to go off on there. I mean, we do have a bit of confirmation with a fake out confirming that level. But then again, for the downside, I don't think we have anything kind of, holding that price accountable. Yeah, I mean, price is just getting wider and wider, so I don't think we can kind of come in and look for a compression zone or a flag pattern or any pattern realistically. As well as this pattern here, this pattern was actually moving very nicely. I don't think we can actually, like, you know, look for that continuation in this zone. Like, this zone just looks way too, like, I don't know, choppy for me to kind of price in where we're going to continue to. Because we have a bit of a downside there, and then it's compressing into that level. So, I mean, for all we know, we could get a continuation like this, and then we just get wider and wider, and then what happens from there? I mean, if that's the case, and you know we keep getting rejected further and further away from that level, then we come back up to the level, we reject, we fail for this upside, you know, on that resistance level, and we just dump. So I don't know. I mean, that's kind of how I'm seeing it. That's kind of how I'm seeing it. Yeah, not too much movement right now. I'm not gonna lie, not too much movement. Right, we're finally getting that drop. We're finally getting that drop that we're looking for. The United States says North Korean missile launch today poses no immediate threat. Let's have a look. North Korea has begun deploying missile units equipped with 120 ballistic missiles into Western Russia for use against Ukraine. What, so now, what the hell? Now North Korea is going to be helping Putin. Oh my god. Those missiles look absolutely huge. Absolutely massive. Like, honestly, look at the size of it. Oh my god. That is massive. That is absolutely huge. That can literally blow up your whole planet. I don't know. Massive. Absolutely massive. Cooked. So it's North Korea has begun deploying missile units equipped with 120 ballistic missiles into Western Russia for use against Ukraine. So they're going to be helping, obviously, Putin fight against Ukraine. That is insane. Just in days after Japan's Tomahawk missile test, North Korea launches suspected ballistic missile. Japan's defense ministry says Pyongyang fired what is believed to be a ballistic missile, adding to the already heightened tensions in East Asia.
Of the Hwasong 17 ICBM on television. Leading up to the launch, the weapon was driven out and the moment was paired with dramatic music. The test came a day after the country warned of, quote, fiercer military response.
Nah, that thing is huge. Honestly, I'm scared for everyone. I mean, Trump said it poses no real threat, so I'm not sure how he's... I have no clue. I have no clue how he's saying that. I mean, China's got pretty crazy missiles. I mean, top 10 most powerful missiles in the world. Obviously, Russia is the RS-2, then it's North Korea, then we've got DF-4, which is also North Korea, China with a DF-4, USA also with a DF-4, and then it comes down to Israel, France, China, USA, and Israel again. I mean, Russia do have obviously the strongest army, I believe, and the missiles, weapons, artillery, everything. I mean, it's China. China seems to be dominating. Latisa. I mean, talking about nuclear weapons, you'd think, oh, nuclear weapons, you start thinking of, like, I don't know, ray guns and, I don't know, some kind of electric guns and all this fantasy stuff, but obviously it's just all like missiles. It's just kind of all standard flying round things. So I don't know, I feel like I'd be looking for something a little bit more cool. You know, like in the movies, you see these crazy weapons, but So the most powerful nuclear weapon ever built was the TSAT bomb, developed by the Soviet Union. Yielded 50 megatons. It was designed for up to 100 megatons, but tested at 50. Detonated October 30, 1961. Roughly an 8-kilometer wide fireball. Mushroom cloud reached up to 65 kilometers high, and the shockwave circled the Earth multiple times. That is crazy. So I mean, in first place would obviously have Russia. They have the countries with the largest nuclear arsenal. So estimated is for Russia from 5,400 to 5,600, and the United States is 5,000 to 5,300. North Korea is actually significantly lower than everyone else. Then we've got China, France, United Kingdom, India, Pakistan, Israel. North Korea seems to be at the bottom, even though they seem to be kind of the most intimidating by the looks of things. But I don't know. I mean, it's a bit crazy. I mean, it's a bit crazy that obviously they've posted such an epic video with all the music, with all the big missile in the background and stuff. Pretty crazy. But yeah, I've been waiting for this price to drop, but it's still not dropping. It's still not dropping. We're still not dropping. I will be slightly concerned if price starts moving back into this zone and starts clearing this high. That would obviously be pretty bad for our trade, but we'll see. Right, I feel like we could adjust the stop loss slightly, maybe to just above that high there, like so. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that movement at all. What do you guys think? Yeah, this is not good. Not good. Okay, so we've finally seen the downside, maybe. Finally seen the downside, but I don't know, it's not too fast. There's barely any movement. Yeah, today it's crazy. Today's literally all over the place. Gotta look at the price action for today. I mean, I was trying to kind of price in maybe what we've got going on, direction wise, where we could be heading, but I mean, I can't really see. I mean, what I was thinking is obviously the fact that we keep getting rejected from this level of 64,893 does suggest to me that we could be coming in for a drop. So realistically, we could potentially see, I don't know, a healthy reset maybe into this zone. Potentially maybe a stopping between kind of this area here. Let me just redo that. So kind of stopping between this zone here and then attempting to come for the upside because as you guys can see, obviously we had the rejection here, and judging from the movement that we get for the downside, we keep getting lower movements. So realistically, we attempted the upside first, rejected, downside. Again, double high this time, bigger rejection, creating a lower low. And then even here, we can't even close near the level. We've literally seen a massive rejection. You can see the size of this candle wick. So what I could be expecting from here is a move possibly to this zone here. As you can see, we'd still have no kind of strength for this upside. I mean, we could come lower and then, you know, try and go for the upside again, but I don't know, it's looking a bit crazy today. It's looking a bit crazy today. Right, we're looking 1 minute time frame. Yeah, I mean, price is pretty choppy, and you're not wrong. Like, look at it, it's all over the place. It's not what I wanted to see for gold, honestly. Right, we've got 65,560. I mean, that is a level I was, you know, potentially looking to come to earlier on, but I don't know, it's not looking too nice right now. Yeah, we are very bullish. If we do sweep the high, then obviously we will get stopped out. We will get stopped out. I mean, there's been a lot of buying volume here, you can see. A lot of buying volume. So, I mean, I would possibly expect a move for the downside from this area currently here. We've come back into that 5 minute fair value gap, so I don't think we'll have a lot of resistance, obviously, on this previous high. So, yeah, we'll see. Right, guys, I'm gonna give that a couple minutes, and then we'll be back, and then we'll see how we can go from there. So we'll give it a couple minutes, like 5 or 10, and then we'll come back after the initial reaction we got from the price. So yeah, I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright guys, how are we looking? I've been stopped out, I think. Yep. Most likely. Yep, unfortunately. Not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see, but it's okay. It's okay. I think we've just been stopped out as well, what, like 2 minutes ago? Yeah, 1 minute ago. Stopped out 1 minute ago. Oh well. Right, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we are going to be bullish now, I feel like we'd retest that area of 272. So 4272, maybe. You can see there's plenty of rejection in this upside. Here, in this zone as well. Volume might be dropping from here though, but we have made a higher high. So, I don't know, that could be maybe signaling towards a shift back up for the upside. Yeah, I mean, very choppy markets today. Very choppy markets. I mean, there's no real direction of where price actually headed. You can see very choppy. Same for Bitcoin as well, very choppy. Right, we do have a signal for buy on Ethereum though. Most likely full port that, to be fair. And that was like 10 minutes ago. Could come in from here, to be fair. 9267, 932, 926871. Yeah, we are slightly lower than that price, but we are gonna come in for that long there. So what we're looking for is TP. Alright, we've got 0.1024 on stop loss for 0.09016. Obviously, if price does give us a different direction as we are moving, then yeah, we could obviously see that downside. We'll put stop loss a little bit lower, sorry, a little bit higher. So just below those lows right there is where we'd be looking to obviously come out of that trade. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah, a bit bearish right now. What we got news-wise? 34 minutes ago, obviously Trump, we talked about that as well. Not too much. Trump had periodically spoken by phone with Fed Chairman Kevin Walsh since he took the role. People familiar with the matter said the latest sign of Trump's effort to exert great influence over the central bank. Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
not sell volatility against it. So anybody with $1 billion of Bitcoin can sell $100 million or $500 million of coverage of covered calls and the like. Anybody can do that. A private citizen could do it. There's only 2 companies in the world right now that have shown that they can actually sell digital credit against Bitcoin, us and Strive. And there's only 1 company in the world that can sell credit at our scale, and that's us. And I don't know why we couldn't sell. We were selling $2 billion a month of it. We could sell $1 billion a month of it. So our focus is get the digital credit reactor up and running. And
yeah, I don't know. Don't make sense to me. I mean, whales are bullish, mid is slightly bullish, and retail bullish. I mean, overall, we're looking bullish, but then again, we're not seeing too much movement for the upside, honestly. Literally no movement at all. No movement at all. We've made the higher high, but we are dropping pretty harshly right now. But you see, price actually not seeing a significant move to the downside. I mean, it was very bullish from here though, like super bullish. Look at that. So I mean, I'm looking now if we can come back to this zone and break even through, or are we going to make a higher low, let's say from around this area here. So I'd be looking for around, like, I don't know, like here somewhere. Are we going to make a low in this area, or are we going to actually continue to push? That's kind of the biggest question I've got right now. I mean, volume's already dropping, so I mean, we could even see the high already from here, but we'll see, we'll see. That would obviously absolutely crush this 5-minute fair value gap as well. But then again, we do have a 1-minute fair value gap here. So if we get rid of this, we've got one right there. So you can see we've dipped into the zone and we're already starting to see some more bullish price action. Yeah, I mean 5 minutes is valid there as well, 5-minute fair value gap. You see we've dipped into it. And we've been bullish since. We've dipped into the zone, and you can see more bullish price action. Don't know, it's a bit of a sticky one. Literally no movement at all, but honestly. It's like we've got some movement here as well. It's like we've got a support level. And we could be just moving between these two levels, to be fair. Unless we've got a deeper support level. I mean, that level's pretty good. That level is pretty good. I'm questioning this move here. If this is a compression zone from that high towards this downside. So could we see price potentially moving between these two levels like we're currently seeing, like so, and then bullish? Maybe, maybe not. It's a bit of a hard one, but I feel like we're gonna have a little bit of a shorter session due to the fact that we do have such choppy price action today. Not a lot of movement as well, so I mean, I don't think it's worth sticking around to, you know, just have no movement and trying to kind of force some trades in. I mean, pretty much you'd have more of a possibility that you would most likely lose a trade if you are trying to force them on a day where markets are choppy and there's not a lot going on. So yeah, like I said, I feel like we'll have a bit of a smaller session today, considering the fact that we've got all this movement that's not really looking to be as nice as we normally do get on these sessions. So yeah, I feel like we'd maybe cut it a little bit short today, mainly due to that fact, to be honest. Yeah, honestly, not a lot of movement today, guys. Honestly, not a lot of movement. We've obviously had a look at Bitcoin. We did get some very nice correlation between dollar index and gold. So we did come in for that fair value gap there, as you can see here. That 5-minute fair value gap formed. Bearish. We retested very nicely, and we saw a pretty nice move for the downside. In trade, let's have a look. 168 right now. I mean, it'll be a bit of a heavy loss, but yeah, it will be a bit of a heavy loss. Yeah, 190 right now. Judging from Bitcoin's movement, I feel like we might continue even lower, which is a little bit concerning. A little bit concerning. Not really liking the movement, I'm not gonna lie. But you can see the correlation between Bitcoin and Athena. You can see Bitcoin's bearish right now, Athena also bearish. I have obviously put stop loss below these lows. So if we do see the lows, I feel like we could possibly see a further move for the downside. But as for Bitcoin, I am obviously going to be looking for price to respect this support level and possibly move even more bullish. And over time, you know, creating this movement and then pushing even more bullish. You know, maybe attempting to come for this resistance level at 64,893 again. As you can see, we've got many rejections from the level as well. From here as well, and then here as well. And then ever since that move, we've kind of been creating this compression zone where you can see price has been heavily rejected in this zone. And then, yeah, I feel like we could definitely see price maybe moving to this area, then back up to this resistance zone, and then continuing to compress until we get the breakout that we're looking for. But volume does seem to be dropping, as you guys can see. Volume is dropping. I'm expecting it to maybe drop even more. We then get some more bullish movement, like so. So that would obviously make price kind of. We could see a breakout from here, but then again, we might just, you know, reject from that resistance level and continue to compress like we have in this pattern so far. But I don't know, it's a bit of a strange market today, I'm not gonna lie. bit of a strange market today. Yeah, you can see volume is dropping. I'm looking for that momentum shift and then a push to continue for the upside, to be honest, but yeah, it's very, very slow. Yeah, it's funded trading. It's funded trading. I mean, one day we'll be rich, but it's coming. That day is coming. Yeah, you can see a lot of consolidation today. Bitcoin as well, a lot of consolidation. Gold's actually not been respecting our levels as nicely in this US market session, which is a little bit not what we wanted to see. Not what we wanted to see at all. Would Eden not wipe out your account with the 3% drawdown? Probably will. I mean, it's a 492 loss for a potential 5k profit though. Like, look at the profit, 5.3k. I mean, it would be a trade that would obviously, yeah, I mean, I feel like we'd have to see Bitcoin break up for, like 65k for us to, you know, obviously see that move for that level of 0.1243. But then again, every now and then we do get some very nice bullish, very bullish moves on for Athena. Like out of nowhere, it just starts pumping, like literally out of nowhere. But yeah, most likely, yeah, it will be a pretty smelly loss. It would be a pretty smelly loss, but that's why I said I don't want to force in trades today, and you know, just risk of us getting absolutely cooked and finished and just liquidated. Yeah, we're still compressing into this zone. I feel like I don't know. I might come outside that level. I might come outside of that trade. To be honest. Let's say 300 loss, and then they will come out of trade. I feel like I don't want to risk, you know, half. Literally, that'll be like half of the position there. Not half of the position, half of the capital. I mean. So unless we start getting some more bullish movement, then I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Very bullish, slightly bullish, slightly bullish. But I mean, it's not bullish though, is it? We're not seeing much bullish movement at all. I mean, volume is dropping, but then again, we're not really moving to come in for that crossover. Yeah, I feel like gold's struggling to push even higher right now. 260. 260. But honestly, it's been relatively quiet for today. Not really much movement, honestly. Success builds in the South Bronx. Success Academy's 245 million charter opens to 2,400 K-12 students and soon to policymakers who want to see how it's done. Okay. What did I want to have a look at? I completely forgot. Yeah, I mean, there's literally no movement today, like zero movement at all. We'll have a look at the book map, see if we've got any maybe some positions waiting where we've got kind of that biggest liquidity cluster. I mean, it's still for the upside. 62. What are we looking at? 62. Yeah, so 65.5k is where we realistically want to be coming to. So I feel like we might drag this Athena trade out till tomorrow, and then we'll see how it went. Because I do think overnight we will get more bullish price action, obviously for Bitcoin, to continue pushing and retesting that 65k level. And that, you can see that's the level there, 65,500, 53.9 million there. So it does look like market is starting to shift for the upside. Yeah, you can see that movement has definitely slowed down on for Bitcoin. We're about to cross over, so momentum will be shifting then for the upside. We want to see a lot more buying movement, a lot more volume from the buyers, but we'll see. Yeah, I feel that's it for that trade, honestly. Cooked. Otherwise we'll be cooked. I'm going to reduce my position size, and I'm still going to come in for that position from there. Obviously we'll be looking for the same TPs and stop losses and stuff, but we'll have a look. Let's have a look. TP would be... $1,024. I mean, it's like a 4-to-1 ratio as well. I feel like we should have done that anyway. Reduced our position, not gone in for such a high position there. Yeah, I'm expecting a move from here towards the upside again. Maybe we can obviously continue to compress like this, and then boom. But for now, it's yeah, it's a bit of a strange movement. It's a bit of a strange movement. Honestly guys, price action today is absolutely horrible. Absolutely washed. Like, there was literally no movement at all. Look at that. DXY just consolidating. Gold consolidating. That's a different chart. Crude oil as well. Bitcoin as well. Well, it's just, I mean, it's not. There's no movement at all. We are getting some very like wiki price action every now and then, but overall, there's literally no movement at all. So right now, I'd expect price to move to that level of 64,529, and then we, see respect on that level. Price respects the level, then we try and attempt to continue for the upside. But right now, like I said, price action is super slow. Super slow. Not a lot going on at all. See the way drawdown is 3%. Say day one, my account it's gained 2%. Is my drawdown now 5% or is it 3% daily now drawdown? It's 5%. It'll be 5%. Obviously, I do funny trading as well on like a different platform as well. So, say if you have a, 10k account, for example. Let's say 10k account. For example, let's go 10k account for, funny trading. Right, your max drawdown for daily is, let's say, max daily drawdown, let's say, 5%. Right, and then we go to, you'll most likely have a max daily drawdown. Not max daily, a max drawdown. So that's like how much you're like allowed to lose overall. So let's say 10% of the whole account. So your maximal loss for that 10k funded trading account would be 1k, right? And then daily you only are able to lose 500 on that account. So be careful as well, because if you are looking to trade in other like places, well, let me actually answer your question first. So from 10k, you now made 10,500, right? Now your daily drawdown is 10% because you've made 5%, obviously on profit wise, right there. And now your max drawdown for the day is 10%. Now you can obviously, well, when you obviously lose your 500, when you lose your 1k, you'll be back down to 9,500, but you will be within that limit. So your account will still be valid because you haven't obviously come down to 9k. 9k right there. 900k, 9,000k, but you get the idea, 9k. So pretty much your drawdowns will change as you kind of progress when you are trading. So that makes sense. Obviously, you have to be careful as well because other exchanges do have like risk. If you do create some like crazy risk, for example, you go over the risk limit for a certain trade. Say, you risk like on that 10k trade, you risk about, let's say 10% of that whole of your whole 10k. Each exchange obviously has its own kind of different amounts that you are willing to, that you are allowed to risk. Because obviously that does create a very crazy scenario where you could obviously just risk everything in one trade, full pot it, and well, just lose everything that you've got. So yeah, that's pretty much what we've got going on. Yeah, so we are seeing a little drawdown for Bitcoin right now. Right, we're already seeing some movement from this support level. So now I'm looking for price to come back to this resistance. Maybe coming for the breakout, but obviously overall, I'd probably be expecting to see a continuation of this compression zone and then eventually see the breakout. But for now, it's very slow, very quiet, and yeah, there's little to no movement right now. Little to no movement right now. I mean, gold is also just consolidating. There's not really much movement going on, but yeah, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, we're coming back into that zone. Coming back into that zone. You can see Athena's already made some kind of movement for the upside. But then again, it's not really respecting that level too much. The United States reportedly stopped Israel from launching a major response in Lebanon, saying Hezbollah did not violate a ceasefire. China now accounts for 28% of global manufacturing, outpacing the US, Japan, and Germany combined. That is crazy. I don't think. I mean, I'm not sure if actually America have such a big manufacturing scale. So what do America produce? High value and advanced technology goods, industrial machinery, chemicals, and massive quantities of agricultural commodities. Rather than low-cost consumer items like clothing, toys, America focuses heavily on high-tech manufacturing, aerospace, pharmaceuticals, and staple crops. So they've got civilian aircraft and engines, major production lines, build commercial jets, aerospace components and engines, chemicals and pharmaceuticals, mass production of basic chemicals, medical preparations and vaccines, industrial machinery, heavy equipment, engines, gas turbines and specialized factory tools, and then computers and electronics, semiconductors, computer accessories and electronic apparatus, automotive parts, cars, trucks, specialized vehicle accessories, crude oil, petroleum, metals, corn, soybeans, meat and poultry. Obviously, they have to kind of obviously produce all of that meat and poultry. They've got massive amounts of people to feed. But I mean, everything we kind of come across, I feel like it's just China. Like everything we come across, I know, clothing, phones, wallets. I mean, everything. I'm just looking at the table: glasses, keyboards, mouses, screens. It's all China though. Like I'm just kind of trying to understand what really it is that America do produce, because I feel like most of the things in our day-to-day life is obviously just well, China based. Oil and natural gas. US is one of the largest world producers of both. American companies. What we got? Tesla, Ford, Dodge, GMC. I mean, yeah, these are all American based. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say BMW is definitely not American. Volkswagen is definitely not American. Mercedes is also not American. That's Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen are all German. What else we got? Obviously BMW will fit in Mini, Rolls-Royce, and Rolls-Royce obviously British. Volkswagen will be Lambo, that's Italy. Porsche, Germany. Volkswagen, Germany. Skoda, Swedish, I think. Bentley, United Kingdom. Audi, German. Cupra, I'm not sure. Nissan will be like China way as well. So Nissan, Hyundai, all that stuff. Mercedes, like I said, German. And then GM Motors is mostly American, but then of course I've got Holden, which is obviously Australian, I believe. I'm not sure if it's obviously American manufactured, but it does. I think we do see them cars in Australia mostly. Obviously GMC, Buick, all them cars are obviously like Cadillac. They're kind of they're like a big USA statement. Honda, Acura, they're also Japanese and Chinese. Alfa Romeo, that's Italian as well. Vauxhall, that's United Kingdom, I believe. Citroen, French. Opel, German, maybe? No, I think it might be French as well. Ford, Lincoln, Jaguar, Land Rover, they're obviously British. Yeah, I mean, it's a big mix. Like, the automotive industry is like a big mix. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Toyota, Japan, Bugatti, France, Mercedes, Germany, Lambo, Italy, Ford, USA, Bentley, United Kingdom, Volvo, Swedish. I mean, UK do actually do pretty well in terms of obviously manufacturing in the automotive industry. They've obviously got Rolls-Royce, Land Rover, Jaguar, Bentley, kind of all exotic cars. Obviously Rolls-Royce, Land Rover, they're kind of all like an old money luxury status symbol. Bentley as well. Very luxurious cars. But then Germany also kind of fit into that luxury aspect as well. BMW, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen as well. So it's a very mixed in environment, to be honest. But honestly, this price right now is absolutely poo. Absolutely horrible. I'm not gonna lie. Right, guys, reckon we cut it short for today's session. Honestly, this price action is not going anywhere, and realistically, I don't want to obviously sit here and kind of force the trades when there is literally nothing we can kind of do. The market is going to move the way it wants to move, and realistically, I don't want to be forcing entries where they possibly might not even be. So yeah, like I said, we'll obviously kick it off tomorrow, nice and strong. So yeah, tune in to tomorrow's session. I appreciate everything for watching. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And with that in mind,